Come along with me as I perform various speed tests and a real-world range test on this all-new Tamobyke T73 Pro Max. It is a dual battery, dual motor, fat tire Class 4 e-bike capable of higher speeds. I'll validate those with the speed tests with both GPS app and GoPro telemetry data. And this is a very similar drivetrain to the Movcan V30 Pro Max. It has 750 watt hub motors that peak at 1500 watts. That's a total of 3000 watts. You have a 20.8 amp battery up top, a 15.6 amp hour battery below. That gives you over 36 amp hours. And you have on the handlebars some of the specification: half twist throttle. It does have cruise control, 5 pedal assist modes, 7-speed shifter, hydraulic brakes. You have headlight, tail light, directionals, they are only in the rear, a horn, and you have a button to engage the front hub motor. Now the V30 frame is very similar. It has only a single shock, where this has dual shocks in the rear, and this one has a little more raked handlebars. This bike is linked above and also in the description. Please like and subscribe, and let's get after that range and speed test. So on this speed test, we're going to do both front and rear hub motors, both batteries, and see how the acceleration is and also the top speed. Got this nice long straightaway. Whoa! The front really skids, see that? It's got a lot of acceleration. Gets up and goes. Let's see what our speed was. 37.5 miles per hour. We'll validate that with the GoPro telemetry data. Pretty happy with that. Although acceleration was kind of scary under full throttle. That front tire really skid good until I got the weight and speed going. So on this test, let's try something different. We're going to try one battery. I'm going to shut off the lower battery and see if it will operate both motors, or does the front motor have to utilize the lower battery? Let's see how we do. We're going to hit the reset button. Nope, it still uses both. Alright, so on that test, just the top battery, I was able to get to 36.3 miles per hour. So there's a little degradation in speed, but it's hard to notice it. So it may be a good idea to ride out on the top battery, and then when things start slowing down, you can turn around and ride back on the bottom battery, since that one's smaller. This one's 15.6 amp hours, and the top one is 20.8. So you're gonna get a little more capacity and range on this one. So you could ride this one out till it gets to, let's say, 2 bars, then switch on this battery and you'll know you'll make it home. So on this speed test, we've turned off the top battery and the bottom battery is on, and both motors are on. So let's see how it does with this. Still using both motors. So on that test, I was able to get to 36.9. We'll validate that with the GoPro telemetry data. So you can run just the bottom battery and get both motors. So that's pretty neat. Speed test on this long straightaway. I'm gonna start out with just the rear hub motor, and then I'm gonna switch on the front hub motor. I'm gonna use both batteries, pedal assist mode 5, throttle only, and we're gonna see how fast it goes. All right, let's start out. Miles an hour, 25, about 28 miles an hour. I'm going to click on the front motor and it's starting to take off. Now this says 37.1. In this segment, I'm going to do a real world range test in pedal assist mode 5, throttle only on flat ground pavement. Batteries will be fully charged, and I'm going to use both front and rear hub motors. This will also include the speed test, and let's see just how far it will go. Going up another hill here. Lost about 2-3 miles per hour. You can see the fork jumps around a little bit. If I turn off the front motor, it sends the settle out. I don't know if that's a factor from a flat spot in the tire due to shipping or the fork. I do want to update this fork to an air fork. It says I'm about 11 miles into my ride. I'm down to 3 bars on the battery, about 60%. So we'll keep trucking, see how far we go. I stop here for a quick break. I am 18 miles into my ride, and you can see there that the battery is at 3 bars. So I'm going to keep trekking. I'll check in around mile marker 25. See how it does on this bridge. 35 at the bottom. It got down to. Starting to accelerate at the top. Back to 37 miles an hour. I'm pretty impressed. All right, we're at mile 28 on this ride. We're 2 bars. Still sitting about 36 miles an hour. I'm pretty happy with that. Still cranking along. So I'm at 31 miles, and it was good up until about 29 and a half, 30 miles. The miles per hour stopped dropping from 35, and it really dropped down to 28. And now I'm at 31. It's pretty much dead. Even pedal assist mode 5, no more. So I'm gonna call it here at 31 miles of range, maybe even less, depending on your terrain and how many throttle pulls you get with acceleration. But pretty impressed. I was thinking this would only go about 25 miles. So getting 30 plus, pretty happy with that. So if you'd like to see anything more, or you have questions, please leave it in the comments. I hope that you liked this video, subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.